All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 3, the final day of the first round. Today's a big day. We've got a lot of tennis going on, and also it's nice. The schedule's actually pretty nice. It's like back to back to back to back. We don't really have too many clashes, except for the start of the day where we have Sabalenka coming on in about an hour. We're starting with the Eala taking on Jovic. Medvedev's also playing in a bit. Who else? We've got some doubles coming on today as well. Yeah. And then center court, Gauff, Sinner tonight. Tsitsipas playing center court. We've got Osaka coming on later. Who else? Yeah. Bublik's playing later as well. Boko plays today. Yeah, pretty much everybody who hasn't played is playing today. And then we get to the second round tomorrow. And then it's like 2 days of every single round. How are we doing, show? What's going on? Are we ready for another day? We just watched my feast finish his Roland Garros career. Like an hour ago. It feels like an hour ago. Love this time of year of tennis so much. Yeah, it's pretty hectic. It's pretty crazy. But it's going to be interesting. Jovic versus Eala. They're friends. They're the same generation. People have been asking for this matchup for a while, or at least the Jovic fans have been saying, hey, Jovic is better than Eala. And now we get to see them play each other and get some, see who is better against one another. They're in a very interesting position because Jovic lost to Navarro, who ended up winning the title last week, so maybe not a bad loss in hindsight. But at the time, it was like a bit of a shock that she lost to Navarro, who hasn't been playing much lately. Eala's been good on clay. Like last year, she wasn't as good as this. Pushed Raducanu. Didn't have a great week last week in Strasbourg. Lost to Olenakova. But yeah, the Raducanu match was interesting in Rome. That was probably her best loss out of the bunch because she came close, and then Raducanu was just mauling everybody else until she lost. So yeah, we'll see how this goes on the clay. We'll see how this goes. No way Eala and Jovic are hitting together before their first round. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe they are. Not. How am I feeling? I'm feeling great. I'm ready to go. Big day today. And then tomorrow, I don't know what order this comes in, but tomorrow we go back to the bottom half of the draw. So Djokovic, he'll be playing tomorrow. Zverev plays tomorrow. Ruud plays tomorrow. He's got to back it up straight away. That sucks. Prismic versus Fonseca is tomorrow, so that's fun. Hadar plays tomorrow. Yeah. And then on the women's side, we have Swiatek's back. She's taking on Balic. We got Raducanu tomorrow. Andreeva and Svitolina are all playing tomorrow. Kostyuk. So yeah, it's a pretty full-on day tomorrow as well. I heard the Bombers news. Yeah, we're getting a new coach. Anyways. Is Djokovic playing in the evening? They haven't determined that yet. I'm going to guess he will because he's playing a Frenchman, so they're probably going to try and put him on at night. Or if he wants, it's going to be hot tomorrow. So I think he's, besides Humbert and Alice, which will probably be during the day on center court, unless Zverev wants center court day. Yeah, Roy Djokovic should be the night session, I would guess, because he wants he wouldn't want to play in this heat, and he's playing a Frenchman, so he probably has a little bit more of a say. Mahad Zverev should be center court. Alice versus Humbert should be out on court 3. Like, come on, I know it's 2 Frenchmen, but like, give Zverev Mahad as center court. You got to put that on center court. And then on the women's side, there are no French women through, so they'll just pick whoever's the favorite. So probably Swiatek and Raducanu will get center court tomorrow, depending on who wants to play early in the morning. I'm going to guess as well that Swiatek might want to play first thing. She played first thing yesterday, so I reckon Swiatek or Raducanu, they'll probably be like, hey, I don't want to play in the afternoon, I want to play in the morning. Like, as close to morning as I can. But we'll talk about that soon. Cam's favorite Eala will lose in straight sets. Well, my favorite is Kazatkina, and she won in straight sets. So, wrong twice. Double wrong. Pray for Eala to pass first round. I'll tell you, this is a tough draw. Like, this is a tough section of the draw. Because the winner of this will take on either Navarro or Chen, and Navarro just won a title, and then Osaka in a third round, then Sabalenka. So, like, this is the hardest section for unseeded players, I would say. I mean, Jovic as well. I mean, Jovic is seeded, and it's still like, that's a tricky draw. I mean, even if Jovic wins today, plays Navarro in a rematch of last week, and then Osaka, tough draw for Jovic as well. So, yeah, very tricky draw, this section. And Kazatkina is also in this section of the draw, which sucks for me because she's playing a qualifier, though, so hopefully she wins. And then Sabalenka. They're all giving center court matches to French players. Yeah. That's Sabalenka on the fourth round, though. Wait, what about Sabalenka? You think Sabalenka makes the fourth round because of that draw? I mean, it's a good draw for Sabalenka. She doesn't have to play. She only has to play one of those names I mentioned, right? She doesn't have to play all. She only has to play, either one of those players I mentioned because she's not going to play everybody. She probably doesn't want to play Vekic because Vekic is the one who can get her in the past. So, yeah. I'll tell you what, though. I feel like right now, Navarro Sabalenka fourth round would kind of be good. Like, Navarro coming off that win last week, if she's got enough left in the tank, it'd be really fun to see her play Sabalenka in the fourth round. Osaka, obviously, too, but how's my team doing? We're doing. My team is intact. Rude only got 2 points though, which that was disappointing. But he got through. That's all that matters. I have a full team, so that's all good. It's all good. What's my expectation on Australian players? I have zero expectations. Australian players on clay. No, we'll wait for the grass season to start doing good again. Will it? The Svitolina plays tomorrow. She'll play tomorrow. Yeah. They gave Tsitsipas center court instead of Medvedev just because he's playing Muller. I know. Yeah. Yeah. That. I mean, look, but Steph's also a former finalist, so I mean, I can see how they justify that. Boiseau didn't get center court. They could have easily put her center court instead of Coco, but they put Gauff on because of the defending champion. And Sabalenka got center court as well. So they didn't do just that. Also, Cilic is playing Kwame, who's a young French guy. They could have easily chucked that on center court, Grand Slam champion versus a new guy. So I don't think Medvedev Walton was a center court match though. I don't think that match. That match is not a center court. Tsitsipas and Muller is a center court match. Yeah. Tsitsipas, yeah. I don't think Medvedev's match was a center court match. What time is it in Australia? 7 p.m. 7 might have. I don't know if we've got any night shift workers in the chat. But like basically PM means AM, so it's like 7 a.m. in the morning, basically, in my brain. Even though it's dark outside and everyone's going to sleep, I mean, it's basically 7 a.m. Is Tien on a collision course with Sinner? No. No. He's going to get through Medvedev and Kaboli first. Semi-final for Tien Sinner, so it's a long way away. Long, long way away. Eala is the underdog. Yeah. Jovic the favorite. No surprise. Jovic is the favorite. Cam looks handsome. Thank you. Eala 2-1, you reckon? Yeah, I picked her in 3 as well. So we will see. I noticed you like stripes so much. No, this is just what I wear. I don't know, I just wear these shirts. They're just stripy. Popperin is also about to play. Yeah, there's a lot of Aussies playing about to start playing too, so we'll keep an eye on all that. What's my prediction for Medi's run? Make the semis? Look, Medvedev could lose today, or he could make the semis. But that's pretty much where I think it'll be somewhere in the middle. I think Medvedev will probably make the 3rd, 4th round, maybe, and lose to somebody. Maybe he loses to Cerundolo, or he loses to Caboli. But I think Medvedev probably maybe like 3rd, 4th round. Look, he could make the semis. He could lose tomorrow, or today. But I'm gonna go somewhere in the middle. I think he makes it like 4th round, which is good for him at the French. He usually never plays well here. So, yeah, I'd say like maybe 4th round. Yeah, 3rd, 4th round. I mean, if he lost to Cerundolo, he lost to Caboli or Tien, you'd be like, yeah, okay, it's a clay court. All right. Losing to Caboli, losing to Cerundolo and clay, okay. Caboli beat him on clay in Madrid, so that also tracks. If he makes it to the quarters and plays, he'll play probably either FAA or Vachereau. So, I mean, he could easily make the quarters. And then if he does make it out of his draw, like let's say Cerundolo and Caboli lose, and Tien lose as well, he could make the semis because I think he probably could beat Vachereau or FAA in the quarters. So, but I think it's going to be hard for him to get out of his section. I think there's a lot of, especially with Tien, like winning a clay title, it sort of throws up another tough player to play. All right. So we've got a couple of minutes until they come out on court. What's my I grade? I don't know. 83. Sinner has been winning too much history. My boy TM will beat him in the semis. All right. You say so. What's your glass power? Strong. Good. I bet it's 75. Okay, I have no idea. 6 minutes. Yep. By the way, not a packed house. They're on one of the small courts, so it's not easy, not hard to fill the stadium, but it's hot out there, so I don't know how many people are going to be out there watching this one. Steph might make a deeper run than Medvedev because of his draw. Yeah, maybe. I think I had Steph making the quarters, which, as I was doing my draw, was getting weirder and weirder. But yeah. I support Alex, but Iva is on a different level. Hoping Alex has a good fight. Yeah, look, Eala is definitely underdog. Jovic is the favorite, but I don't know. Jovic is still new to this too. You know, she's still new to the Grand Slam scene, being the favorite at a slam. You know, at a slam as in like favorite in a match at a slam. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This is going to be. I would be very surprised if Jovic destroyed Eala. Like that would be strange. Because Jovic is still playing these for the. I mean, this might be a like third slam, right? How many times have Jovic has played slams, right? I think it might be a first Though she played last year's French Open, I think. Yeah, she made the second round. She made the quarters of the Australian Open, right? Okay, she's actually played a lot. Okay, how's she playing 7 slams already? How's that possible? Last year's French Open, she won the first round, lost in the second round to Raducanu. She beat Zara Zuhar in 3 in the first round, and then lost to Raducanu straights. How's she played that many slams? Anyways, whatever. Wait, how many? She's played what? This is her 7th slam appearance. She got wild cards for the first few. Anyway, so yeah, take that back. She's like super experienced. But also the pressure of, because remember in Australia, right, she was going through as like the new player on the block, right? Nobody knew how to play her. She had nothing to lose. She has something to lose now. She's a seeded player. She's expected to win. And that's a different pressure, especially at a slam. So we'll see if any of that plays into it. Also the weather. I don't know what to expect. There's a lot of players having to play in this heat today. And we saw yesterday Rublev and Ruud both struggling at times. And that was, especially Ruud, that was strange to see Ruud kind of like physically fade. So we just don't know who's going to react to this weather in which way, right? Raducanu has a great chance to take over Sabalenka by Wimbledon. Yeah. Court 14 has a capacity of 2,200. Eala and Jovic's match should be packed. Yeah. What's my thoughts on Zheng dropping out of the top 100? She'll be back. She'll be back. She's too good not to be back. Her serve's too good not to be back. I think maybe we underestimate how difficult, like how, I don't think we don't understand as much how like certain players put weight on their ranking, and obviously rankings are important, but like I feel like Zheng, the reaction she had in the press conference, and I didn't watch the whole thing, I only saw like a part where she started to get upset and I couldn't watch anymore. But I reckon like being in the top 100 and being a top player is a very personal thing, it seemed like to her, and the pressure of her, you know, losing that match, losing those points, dropping out of the top 100, you know, failing, right? I feel like that really affects her. Like kind of like with Swiatek when she lost the #1 ranking, and it felt like that was really like a devastating loss. Whereas we've seen players like get to like career high rankings and it, you know, or top 10, right? And they don't seem that like bothered. But like if they drop down, they kind of, you know, especially it just was that reaction from Zheng is like, she doesn't usually show that kind of emotion. So for her to like drop out of the top 100, I think was a real personal, and again, so much pressure on her to have to maintain those points to stay in the top 100 might have been too much yesterday. It's a very strange result for somebody who's done well in the French Open before. So yeah, I think, but the thing is now she can start again, right? She starts from scratch, right? She's back in the rankings. She can work her way back up. She's good enough to be top 10. I think stays healthy. She's a world beater. We know that. So yeah, I think maybe the rankings, the potential ranking drop, which she had, I think that maybe was a massive factor. Because it was very weird that she lost that badly. Like unless she was injured, like she wasn't injured though. Like, and she can play in the heat. She said before that she's like, I'm fine in this weather. This weather doesn't hurt me much. Very weird result. So the only conclusion I can think of is that it was a mental thing, and maybe it was attached to rankings. You know, being the best player for China, being, you know, especially coming off the high of winning the Olympics, right? That's one of the biggest things you can do for a country, especially a country like China who pride themselves on that kind of, like, you know, those kind of awards, right? Medals and stuff. It's got to be a lot of, like, it's got to be tough being like now out of the top 100. Because I'm sure she's the face of tennis in China, right? She said her opponent played very well and she couldn't do anything. Well, yeah, that too. Obviously, that is a factor too. You have to, your opponent can play a great match as well. But Yeah, it was a shame. It was a shame that how upset she looked too. Plus, her opponent, by the way, did come through qualies, so it's not like her opponent couldn't do anything. Also, and I'm saying her opponent, but I'm not going to pronounce that last name. Chwelinska. She's at a career high ranking right now, so she's having her best run. She also won a challenger event a couple weeks ago. So again, she's having her best time in her career. While Zheng is trying to come back, right? So it's like that kind of meeting of like somebody who's on the rise and somebody who's trying to fight back, and it's like, yeah. All right, here we go. Jovic and Eala coming out on court. I tell you, there is a crowd. There are people there, and it is kind of loud. I mean, not really. It's pretty good crowd out there. It's a hot day, though. What can you say about this match? I can say that it's going to be interesting. I would be very surprised if Jovic won easily. By the way, don't forget to vote. I'd be very surprised if Jovic won like easily. I think this will be competitive. It all comes down to Alex's movement, patience. I don't know how much these ladies have played. I mean, they're friends, so you would have thought they would have been hitting partners for somewhere. They played doubles together, obviously, a couple of months ago. So, yeah. The weather's not brutal yet. Yeah, so it's only going to get warmer, but I don't think the weather will affect these two. Not this early in the morning. Or this stage of the day. How did Jing lose so many points that fast? Some top players not. I feel her drop was too fast. Because she had a lot of points within the clay season was worth so much. Remember last year she did really well in Rome, Madrid, Roland Garros. She had like a lot of points over the last 2 months, right? The upside is she has no points for the rest of the year really to defend, so she can play for free. But yeah, she had a lot of clay court points from last year. After doing well. And unfortunately that's the way that the rankings work. Is that you drop points if you don't do well the year after. Does Zheng have a protected ranking? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she can get a protected ranking. Yeah, she made the quarters last year. I think she made the semis in Madrid or Rome or both. Quarters of Rome. I think it was quarters of Madrid, semis of Rome. Like she had a very good clay court season last year, and unfortunately, her ranking, her clay season this year was nowhere near as good. She lost second round Rome, third round Rome, second round Madrid, and first round here. So all those points evaporated. Yeah, last year she lost in Madrid first round, but she made semis of Rome, quarters of Roland Garros. She still has the Queen's Club semis, and then after that she can play for free. So she's still got a little bit of. I mean, she was number 5 in the world this time last year, or 7 in the world this time last year. So yeah, so that was a big blow. Mind you, she's had some tough draws too. I mean, she played Penko in Rome. She played Raducanu in Madrid. She played Sabalenka in Miami. She played Raducanu in Doha. So she has had some tricky draws as well. And that's what happens when you're unseeded, right? You don't get to play. You have to play the top players early, but she'll come back. Remember, Zheng did her best tennis starting at the US Open. She made a quarterfinal there for the first time. That was her first big Grand Slam run. So actually made a final of the Australian Open. So yeah, Zheng's gonna be fine. She'll recover. She just has to get a little bit of luck with the draw, but she'll recover. Here we go. Now last year, Eala lost to Arango in the first round of Roland Garros, who's a very good clay courter. So that was tricky. That was a tricky first round. And this is also a tricky first round. So let's see. Let's see how this plays. Sabalenka starts in an hour, by the way. Also, don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. We're almost at 300 likes. Or 200 likes. I'll be happy if this goes 3. Okay. By the way, I'll tell you, it is a packed house. It is a packed house. The stadium is packed. All right, everyone's wearing hats. Everyone's wearing sunscreen, hopefully. Watching from Saudi Arabia. Hey, what's up? All right. All right, here we go. Last few serves, and then we will get this started. It is a warm day. Umpire's sitting straight in the sun as well, so good luck with that. Yeah, packed house. Hey,
go, Alex! Stay focused. Hope you will.
Hey, thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. All right, here we go. 34 at the court there, apparently. There you go. All right. What's the weather? Warm. Hot. It's a hot day. I have no idea who's serving. We'll find out in about 10 minutes. 5 seconds. All right. Here we go. Can Eala upset Jovic? All right. Here we go. Oh, God. I think Jovic's going to serve. Jovic is just taking her time. We'll be serving, I'm pretty sure. Chat, who's going to win this match? Give me a score prediction. What's your score prediction? Let's see if anybody can get it spot on. What is your score prediction? Let me know in the chat. We got Jovic 3 and 4. We've got Jovic 6-4. Jovic 2. Alex 2 and 1. Jovic in 3. All right. Here we go. Jovic to serve. Jovic with the serve. The back of Eala. Jovic with the forehand up the line. That's a great shot to start. 15 love. I'll tell you though, this crowd giving Jovic a round of applause. I guess because they're friends, so there's probably going to be a lot of respect between for the crowd. Not that they're there. I know Eala crowds get a rap of being, disrespectful for cheering faults, but whenever Eala's playing in front of a boisterous crowd, she does they do cheer her. You go watch a Frenchman play against someone who's not French, and then you tell me the crowds aren't that bad. All right, you tell me the crowds are bad that time. Jovic hits the wide 15-0. All And Jovic serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serve in the back of Eala. Jovic to the forehand again. The back of Eala. Up the line. Jovic backhand as Eala. Forehand again. The forehand of Jovic. Jovic in the net. 15-30. All right. Eala already. A little chance here to get an early break point. 15-30. Jovic to serve. That's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Eala with the backhand in the net on the return. 30-0. Now, I think both these leads are playing doubles. I think Eala's playing with Mboka, right? And Jovic is playing doubles with somebody as well. All right, 30-0. Jovic serves again. Into the backhand of Eala. Great return. Jovic in the net. Eala's got a break point. 30-40. 30-40. Break point. Eala. As with the backhand of the forehand of Eala. Backhand out from Jovic. Eala forehand up the line. Jovic hits it back. Cross court. The backhand of Eala. Jovic forehand on the stretch. Eala backhand up the line. Jovic doing a lot of running. As Eala forehand goes up the line again. Jovic with a slice. Eala forehand again. Jovic with a backhand pass. Oh, great pickup by Eala. Jovic gets it over the forehand drive volley. Whoops. That's a great rally. Great hustle by Jovic. Deuce. Great running by Jovic. That backhand on the stretch, that was the one. That cross backhand that set up the drive volley. Jovic already shouting. All right, deuce. As Jovic serves. Ace down the tee. Advantage Jovic. Tabilo breaks already. Okay. All right, advantage Jovic. First game. A lot of Chilean fans for Tabilo. Yeah, that's going to be a crazy atmosphere too. Jovic serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Eala. Jovic. Forehand goes long. Back to deuce. Thanks for the live. No worries. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to sub if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to like the video as well. We're almost at 300 likes. Can we get to 500 likes by the end of this set? If you like the video, it turns the button turns into a tennis ball. So let me know in the chat if you press the like button, does it turn to a tennis ball still, or is it a baseball? As Jovic hits the tape, doesn't go in. Advantage Eala. Eala to take the break here. 6-minute game to start too. Big day today. All right, advantage Eala. Serve. Jovic is a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Jovic. Down to the back of Eala. Good return. Jovic gets it back with a forehand. Oh, and then Eala up the line, goes wide, and it's back to deuce. Holy shit, we're almost at 500 likes already. What the hell? Okay, 1,000 likes. Jeez. I underestimated you. Cam, do you remember me? Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Deuce. Shubham.
Rybakina said that the courts are much faster this year and it's difficult to control the ball.
Okay. That might be because it's been hot as well. Maybe the conditions are hotter as well, which makes it faster, but that's interesting. Thank you for the donation. All right, advantage Jovic. She hits a lovely winner. 7-minute game to start. By the way, we're in Deuce jail and nobody put any... Oh, we're in Deuce jail. What's going on? All right, advantage Jovic. Jovic serves the backhand of Eala. Jovic forehand again to the forehand of Eala. Jovic back on the stretch. Eala definitely controlling the rallies. As Jovic back on the stretch again. Eala back in open court. Jovic can get over the forehand pass in the net. Deuce again. All right, we're back at deuce. Marathon game to start this one. All right, back to deuce. Jovic serves. Another fault. Second serve. Second serve. As a backhand return goes into the forehand, Jovic up the line. Forehand now from Eala as Jovic gets it back with the backhand. Jovic now with the forehand up the line. Winner. All right, and Jovic gets to advantage. All right, advantage. Advantage Jovic to take the first game. As the forehand goes up the line, Eala with the backhand. Into the forehand of Jovic. Eala backhand again. Sorry, forehand again. Goes long. All right, Jovic finally takes the game. And it's 1-love Jovic. In like 10 minutes. 10-minute game to start us off. All right. First game for Jovic. Tuning in here for the first time this Roland Garros. I've been watching live part of the at the grounds the past few days. Hey, how's the vibes, Lorian? How's it going at Roland Garros? Is it hot? How would you rate your experience? Is it worth going to? Is it being worth it? By the way, Poprin's already at 4-1. All right. 1-love Jovic. All right. Back to Eala now. Let's see how her serve goes. How many times was it deuce? I don't know, like 6? 5, 6? Eala to serve. Serve in the back of Jovic. Eala forehand to the forehand of Jovic. Great shot, Jovic. Love 15. It's insanely hot and the ground passes are oversold, but I absolutely love every second. Nothing beats live tennis, eh? Love that. Stay hydrated. I love 15. As Eala with an ace. 15-0. Any tips or tricks for people that are going? As we get a return now to the backhand of Eala up the line. To the backhand of Jovic. Eala with the forehand cross court. Great shot. Jovic puts up a lob. But it goes wide. It's 30-15. Tell you what, Eala has been super aggressive this early on. She's been super aggressive to start this match. And it's kind of working. All right. Serve again. 30-15. Serving to the forehand of Jovic. Forehand from Eala. Goes long. 30-0. Chance for Jovic to get that. Get a break point. 30-0. As Eala serves again. Return goes to the net by Jovic. 40-30. Eala to take the game. Let's get to 300k by Roland Garros. Let's get there by today. We are only 1,700 away. If we get to 300,000, I'll do a backflip over there, just off camera because it's too. I can't do it here. I'll get hurt. Over there's more space. But also, we're going to open that 300k signed, autographed 5 cards in that box whenever we get to 300k. So, yeah, we could get there today if people have not subscribed yet. As that goes out by Jovic, 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. Eala holds. Turn the camera? Nah, it's attached to the screen. I couldn't possibly do that. What's that yellow ball? This is a tennis ball. Squishy. It's a stress ball. When I'm stressed, I can just like... Also, it's just like fun. 1-1. As that goes out by Eala on the return. 15 love. I keep trying to subscribe, but I'm already subscribed. Well, that's thank you, F4. All right, 15 love. As Jovic serves a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Eala. Jovic inside our forehand is too strong. Eala hits it in the net. 30 love. Fiala makes it to the second round, you'll definitely get to 300k in 2 days. Cool. 30 love. Serve into the forehand of Eala. Back in now from Jovic. Eala on the stretch gets it back. Jovic up the line. It's too good. 40 love. Great hitting from Jovic. 40 love. Hey, Armando. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. All right. 40 love. All right, nice serving from Jovic. She leads 2-1. So at the moment, we've got Walton's got a break up against Medvedev. Jovic is winning, obviously, at the moment. 3-1 Navarro over Chen at the moment as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah. It's all happening. We're Sabalenka coming up in about 30 minutes. Best of 5 is what makes it a Grand Slam. Yeah, fair enough. You want Cam to open those cards, so like and subscribe. Yeah, like and subscribe. We're almost at 700 likes already, so thank you. Did I do a preview for this match? Yeah. A couple of days ago. Go check it out. But the winner of this match takes on the winner of Navarro or Chen, so that's why keeping up to date with that is important. Eala is wearing like a light pink, top. And Jovic is wearing the Adidas outfit that same as what Dasha Kazakina was wearing yesterday, which is, I think it looks really cool. It looks like a bit of a throwback to like 1930s Roland Garros, like French kind. It just got that French kind of vibe. I swear every single Nike player is wearing pink. It's getting repetitive. Yeah, I think the alternative is wearing the Sabalenka red, which we haven't seen yet, but we'll see today. There's like what Sabalenka's wearing is like this reddy kind of black and red kind of thing. So yeah, as Eala hits a winner up the line, 15 love. But I'm not sure if that's just like a Sabalenka special because she's the best player on the planet, right? Maybe that's just for her. And tonight we'll see the Sinner blue. He's wearing like a sky blue kind of color. That is a Sabalenka special. Oh, okay. See, I'm not sure what... there must be variations. There's always going to be a color variation. They usually have 2 different colors, right? $15 love. Forehand return the backhand. Forehand of Eala. Forehand from Jovic cross court. Eala gets it back. Into the forehand of Jovic. Eala with the forehand cross court. Jovic backhand up the line. Eala gets it back with a slice. Jovic forehand again. Oh, it goes wide. And it's 30 love. Oh, yeah. Osaka's also coming out in like some kind of fancy outfit today too. So we'll keep a track of that as well. She's saying that she's going to have like like what she did at the Australian Open. That first round walkout where she's all dressed up. So 30 love. His return goes in the forehand of Eala. Drop shot is good. Jovic gets there, comes to the net. Eala pass is long. 30-15. $30-15. Selek McTevill was wearing the same kit as Sabalenka. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not a Sabalenka special. Or she stole one. She went, oh, can I have one of these? No, it must be like a... Who else is wearing Nike, though? For the ladies. I can't think. Anisimova? I don't know. It's 4-1 return from Jovic as a winner. 30-all. 30-all. She's not sponsored by anyone, so that's why she was able to wear Sabalenka's outfit. Oh, okay. That makes a sense then. Yeah, maybe she bought it because she just liked it. But it's, the Sabalenka, interesting. I wonder if are they selling? I mean, you could probably buy the Sabalenka outfit now, right? Asking for a friend. That goes out by Jovic and it's 40-30. Yeah, you could probably buy, I know you can buy the Sinner shirt because I was checking if I could buy it. Just in case. So yeah, maybe she just bought it from the Nike store in Paris and wore that. So yeah, so it is a Sabalenka special, but she bought the Sabalenka outfit. Yeah, fair enough. Anyways, 40-30. Jovic gets the deuce as Eala hits it long. All right, deuce. Kalinskar with Nike? Maybe. 4-1 return, Jovic. Good shot. Eala gets it back. Jovic. Cross-court 4-1 winner. Advantage Jovic. Hey, Mila. Appreciate the 5 gifted. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Osaka's outfits are often never retail. Yeah, she'll wear something completely different to anybody. She gets her own custom thing. As Jovic returns the forehand of Eala up the line to the forehand of Jovic on the stretch. Eala comes in with a volley. It's too good. And we get back to deuce. All right. We get to deuce. Now, Dutch, it's only been the second deuce. It can't be deuce jail after like one deuce. Deuce jail is when we're here for a while. This has only been like, we just got here. Popper won the first. Let's go. All right, deuce. And we have fault second serve. As a return, winner by Jovic. And it's advantage Jovic to get the break. Yeah, the first game went for like 10 minutes. That's why it feels like this set's going forever. All right, advantage Jovic. As Eala serves a let. Walton breaks again. What's he got, 5-2? Oh, he is. Damn, all right. So the Aussies are kicking ass today. I love that. Good serve down the tee from Eala. Back to deuce. Now we're in deuce jail. Back to deuce. Medvedev's cooked. Medvedev hates Roland Garros. I swear. He hates playing here. Deuce. Yeah, we're in deuce jail again. Back into forehand rally as Jovic goes up the line, but overhits it, and Eala gets to advantage. Hoping Penko will not win in second round. Yeah, fair enough. Advantage Eala. Serving the front of Jovic. Return winner. Back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. We had the first game and this game have been marathons. They say Roland Garros is heavy because it's ball and clay, location and weather related. Yeah, it's been pretty warm though, so the weather might not be as heavy as it. Probably on the weekend it might rain. Backhand, Jovic in the forehand of Eala. Jovic slice, and then Eala puts away the forehand winner, and it's advantage Eala to take this game and level at 2-2. Can't you even be bothered to tell you what deuce it is? They don't tell me on the screen. Usually the ATP and WTA show on the screen what deuce it is, but they don't do it. Can't you be bothered to be nicer? Advantage Eala. Is it a forehand out of the back of Eala? Forehand from Jovic. Eala drop shot goes wide. And it's deuce again. All right, back to deuce. By the way, Jack, you've just nominated yourself to count how many deuces there are for the rest of time. Thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for counting all the deuces from now on forever. If anybody wants to know how many deuces it's been, Jack, how many? Jack's on it. Jack's the deuce guy. Jack has just nominated as tribute. Thank you, Jack. As going to return now to the forehand of Eala. Forehand now from Jovic. Eala comes to the net. Jovic puts it in the net, and we're advantage Eala. Advantage Eala. Another 10-minute game here, by the way. Nearly 300k, by the way. Yeah, I know, right? Insane. All right, advantage Eala. Serve to the backhand of Jovic. Eala falling up the line. Goes wide. And it's deuce again. Umpire's checking the mark. And it was wide. And it's back to deuce. Back to deuce. As Eala serves a fault. Second serve. All right, return goes to the forehand of Eala. Back in now from Jovic. Eala up the line. Jovic hits it back.
Good luck, Eala. Hello, Cam from Canada.
Hey, thank you for the $7. Advantage Jovic. Good forehand winner. 30 minutes for 3 games. This is insane. Medvedev just lost the first set, by the way. All right. Advantage Jovic again. Thank you, Elizabeth, for the 7. Appreciate it. All right. Advantage Jovic to break. Eala serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. To the back of Jovic. Eala forehand up the line. Jovic gets it back to the back of Eala. Jovic forehand again to the back of Eala. Into the forehand of Jovic, who hits a winner up the line. Jovic breaks. 3-1. Jovic takes the break. All right. All right. Break for Jovic. 30 minutes, 4 games. It is that way. All right. Here we go. Jovic breaks. 3-1. Three and one. And we had a fault from Jovic. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in, the forehand of Jovic. Cross court at the back of Eala. Jovic backhand up the line is wide. It's a little windy out there, or somebody knocked the camera. Hey, Mary, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Oh, whoops, we're out of juice jar. My bad. All right, love 15. As Jovic serves again. To the back of Eala. Jovic with a forehand up the line. Eala gets it back with a forehand. Jovic comes in with a drive volley. Eala gets it back. Jovic volleys it away, though. 15-0. There's been 2 marathon games in this set so far. 2 10-minute games, which is why we're here at this point in time. Why this match is taken so long. 15-0. As the return goes in, the forehand of Jovic. Jovic puts that away. 30-15. Nice shot from Jovic. Jovic serves again. Pair.
Thanks, Cams, for Alex. Cover. Rooting for Alex win.
All right, thank you for the donation. As Jovic hits another forehand winner. 40-15. 40-15. To go to 4-1. First serve the fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serve in the back of Eala. Jovic with a forehand slice. Into the forehand of Eala, who hits a winner up the line. Good shot. 40-30. 40-30. Uh, 40-30. Jovic to go to 4-1. Medi's caught his half in the shade. That sucks. Jovic with a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Jovic. Into the back end of Eala. Eala in the net. Jovic 4-1. 4-1. Chat it all. I was going to say, when is it going to be, like, what point in this match will people start coming in here and shouting from the rooftops how Eala is overrated? And it turns out it's about 30 minutes. About 30 minutes. When she gets down a break, I have something to say. It's about 30 minutes. Or when she goes down a break. Even though this match has been super competitive, but they don't know that. They don't know that. They've only been watching this match for 5 seconds. She's down a break. She sucks. Okay. I have a good time. Good luck with your life. Please don't put scores in the chat. All right. All right. I was thinking the second set. Yeah, I thought it would be at least a set, but they're ready. They're ready today. Need to use that stress ball? Yeah, look at this stress. Like, this is my first stress ball, and this is my new one. Look how stressed I was in the first 2 days. Lucky I've got 10 of these. But like that, we gotta have new balls every 2 days. Know the difference of that. Nah, it's all good, Jack. I was kidding as well. I don't know why you... Yeah. Medvedev lost the first. I know. Crazy. All right. 4-1. Eala serves into the back end of Jovic. Forehand from Eala is a winner. 15 love. All right. Serve into the forehand of Jovic. Back in it from Eala is Jovic forehand. Winner up the line, 15-0. Cam, you need to meditate. If I meditate, then how am I going to commentate? Whoa. Vekic wins the first. Nice. Let's go Knicks. Sure. All right, ace from Eala. 30-15. So Popperin won the first set. Walton won the first set. Medvedev down a set, which is crazy. Excited for Pegula. She's ranked number 4 now and only 500 points behind Iga. Oh, really? Yeah, Pegula's not been spoken about. She is under the radar as per usual. 30-15. As Jovic too aggressive on the return. And it's 30-all. Thirty-all. The return goes in the front of Eala. Front from Jovic. Or backhand from Jovic goes wide.
Thanks,
Mila.
Cam, for the cover. I always watch your live. Hope Alex win this game. Break back, pleasey.
Hey, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. 40-30. Eala to stay within a break. As the return goes in the back of Eala. Forehand now from Jovic. And it's Eala forehand into the forehand of Jovic. Eala with the forehand again. Goes in the net though. Jovic is starting to get settled now. And it's deuce. All right, deuce. Most likely, how many hours a tennis match lasts? On average, probably between 1.5 and 2 hours. For 3 sets, for 5 sets, which is the men's side of things now. Probably around like 2 to 3 hours. All right, forehand from Eala. Into the forehand of Jovic up the line. Eala is in trouble and hits it in the net. Yeah, Jovic is starting to find the spots. It's advantage Jovic for the double break. Eala needed that early break. I know. Needed to get off to that quick start when Jovic was starting to... was not doing what she's doing right now. Jovic is settled in now, and this is dangerous. Advantage Jovic for the double break. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Rule 5. Advantage Jovic. As the return goes into the backhand of Eala. Jovic with the forehand inside out winner. Yeah, her forehand's on fire now, Jovic. Jovic is hitting forehand winners all over the place. All right. 5-1. Yeah, Jovic is crushing forehands. Which of three was the best final? 07, 08, 09. 08. Honorable mention 09. But 08 was the best final. Wimbledon final, 08. 09 was great, though. I loved 09. The way that Roddick, those first two sets that Roddick played was phenomenal. But 08 is a classic. It's probably Nadal and Federer's number one. Like that's the iconic match that everybody remembers. Like they're at their peak. It was so important as well because Rafa had lost the final the year before, the two finals before. You know, it was the third time. It finished at like 9 o'clock at night in the dark. It was crazy. Like it was so important for so many reasons. And it was also like the defining, like that was the defining moment that, oh, Nadal can beat Federer on clay now, on grass now, not just clay. Watch out. Like it turned Nadal into this. It turned Nadal into a whole new level because he was always behind Federer. It was always Federer can win on the hard and on the grass, but Rafa's got the clay. But then like that moment, all of a sudden Rafa was like, oh shit, Rafa can beat him on grass. All right, so Rafa's going to beat Roger Moore now. Watch out. And then Djokovic said, I'm over here. Love 15. As that goes out by Jovic, and it's love 30. Yeah, a chance to get one of the breaks back. But yeah. But 09 was a great final. 09 was a phenomenal final too. But 08 was just had so much more to it. There was just so much on the line. Love 30. Chance to get a break back. As Jovic serves the fault. Second serve. What's going on with Medvedev? Here, losing. Love 30. Serving to the backhand of Eala. Corner from Jovic. Up the line. Winner. 15-30. Thoughts on the Gauff Townsend match? Yeah, that's going to be exciting. We'll watch that later. I think Gauff wins, but yeah, that should be fun. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Serve. Oh, double fault Jovic. All right. Chance for Eala to get a break back. $15.40. As Jovic serves. Into the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Jovic. Is a winner. No. Eala said it's wide. Umpire's going to check. And I think it was in. Yeah, Eala's saying it's wide. But umpire's saying it's good. I can't see the mark because they're standing right next to it. But Eala thinks it's wide. It does look wide. Eala can't believe it. She thought it was wide. It is in. Sorry, it is in. 30-40. Eala thought it was wide. Hawkeye is not helping because they don't have it. All right, 30-40. They don't have a review. Now, Chad, I've also found that when they don't show, because they have Hawkeye replays on the television, when they don't show it, They only show it to confirm the umpire's call. When they don't show it, it's like, why didn't they show it? I don't know. Why didn't they show it this time? I want to see. Why can't we confirm if that was in or out? Anyway, it's 30-40. I think that might have been just what. Eala might have been right. But they're not going to show a replay. Anyway, it's 30-40. Please ease up on the emojis. Please don't spam emojis. Double fault. Eala breaks anyway. So either way, she gets the break. Doesn't matter. All right. Jovic is still at 5-3 though. Why there's no Hawkeye? Because Roland Garros don't have Hawkeye. Roland Garros haven't got Hawkeye. That's just the way it is. Yeah, Chris Lynn, can you please ease up on the emojis? You're spamming and people are going to get annoyed. We love the enthusiasm, but just relax. Write some text or emojis once every never. Yeah, everybody's freaking out. Come on. Come on now. If I look at the chat and it's just got praying hands, I can't answer questions. All right. What else we got? What's going on, chat? How we doing? So it's 5-2. 5-2. They say they don't like Hawkeye because they prefer manual. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more than that. I don't think it's just because they want to stick to traditional manual. Like maybe it's a little bit of that for sure because it leaves a mark. So why wouldn't you? Why would you need Hawkeye? I can see the ball with my eyes. But I also think it might be just a little bit like it's not cheap. Hawkeye is not a cheap thing to introduce to your tennis, right? It's like it's not like it's an extra expense. You got to pay extra for Hawkeye's not free, right? So I think it might be a little bit of that too. That maybe the Hawkeye, they don't see the value in Hawkeye because they're like, why would we get Hawkeye? We can just look at the mark with our eyes and save the money. And I mean, look, and the French Open has been, I mean, players were going to boycott because of money. So you go, well, that kind of, I think it's a little bit of that as well. Solely for tradition. No. I reckon it's a bit of both. They didn't get a roof until they were the last slam to get a roof. Also, roofs aren't free, right? So I think maybe it's a little bit of, they're the only tournament that don't have Hawkeye. They're the last one. And I think it might just be like, they don't see the value in it because they can use their eyes, but also, yeah, traditional values, but also like, I don't know, I just feel like they can't justify the fee because it's not going to be free, right? We got to pay for that shit. So, yeah, it's a shame because like we've been used to it until now, and now we're like, oh, why do we not have it? We don't even have a challenge system, like even just like a second opinion. It's just like, nope, we don't have it. Okay, 15-0. Wimbledon even got it. I mean, they're the most traditional tournament of all. Anyway, it's 4 now from Eala at the back end of Jovic. Jovic hits it out. 30-15. But it is cool that they're keeping lines people employed. Like they're the only tournament that have lines people, so that's fun. All right, 30-15. There's a bit of fault from Eala. Second serve. As a return from Jovic to the forehand of Eala. Jovic, forehand again to the forehand of Eala. Eala hits it wide. 30-0. 30-0. Chance for Jovic to maybe finish this set here. All right, 30-0. By the way, chat, we have almost hit 1,000 likes, so appreciate that. We're not even out of the first set yet. All right, 30 all. Eala serves. That's a fault. Second serve. As a backhand return is out by Jovic. Very close. Umpire's going to come out the chair. And that one was wide. 40-30. 40-30. Yeah, we've got Sabalenka coming up as well. So we've got the double header with the world number one as well, so don't stress. Sabalenka will be on soon. Don't worry, we're not going to miss out on Sabalenka. All right, backhand return. Goes into the forehand of Eala. Forehand from Jovic is Eala backhand again. The forehand of Jovic. Eala with a forehand again up the line. Is a winner. All right, Eala holds. And Jovic will serve for this set. All right. 52 minutes for this first set as well. It has been a marathon. All right, what's going on? Welcome. We've got Sabalenka on court. She's taking on Buses Moniro. Eala's taking on Jovic. It's been a bit of a marathon this first set. So much going on at the same time, so stay tuned. Medvedev's on. He's, I think, winning the second set. Navarro took the first set against Chen. Winner of this match will take the winner of that match. By the way, I mean, the winner of this match with the Eala and Jovic could play Sabalenka in the fourth round. Like, they're all in that same part of the draw, so. All right, Jovic serving for the set. Again, as it a backhand into the forehand of Jovic. Jovic hits it out. Man, Jovic is hitting a lot of errors. She's hitting some really good shots, but she's also hitting a lot of errors. Cam, how long has the Eala been on your radar? Since the US Open 22, when she won and everybody was losing their minds in the chat. And I was like, what? Who? And they're like, junior champion Eala. I'm like, all right. So since 2022 US Open, junior US Open. Because there's never a buzz around the junior US Open or juniors ever, really. But when she won the juniors, people were coming in the chat telling me to watch out. So back then, Eala 2022. But obviously then we started watching her in Miami. When she broke out on the scene. I think once she beat Penko, that was when it was like, oh, okay, that's that Philippines champion, US Open Junior champion. And then when she played Badosa when she played Keys and she beat Keys, that was when it was like, oh, okay, bang. And then obviously she beat Swiatek and the whole world went nuts. Love 30. Lovely drop shot from Eala. Chance for Eala to get back on serve here. And Sabalenka serving first against Buses Moniro. I'm going to go Sabalenka in straights. Buses Moniro is tough, though. She is a tough player. Sabalenka better be careful. Sabalenka's not had the greatest clay court season. She's had a couple of strange losses, so we'll see what happens. We have a forehand from Jovic. That's a good shot. Eala puts up a lob. Jovic comes in, puts it away, and it's 15-30. Sabalenka with the backhand up the line is long, and it's love 15, Buses Moniro. All right. 15-30. Jovic serves again. Into the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Jovic up the line. Eala's going to get it with a forehand cross court. Jovic backhand. Again to the forehand of Eala up the line. Jovic on the stretch. Gets it back. Eala goes up the line again. Jovic gets that. As Eala forehand again. Jovic. Again with the forehand of Eala. And Eala eventually hits it wide. And Jovic with a big shout. 30-all. Big point coming up. 30-all. Cam's the best tennis channel on YouTube. Jack, can you please also tell everybody that you're not a paid actor and that I did not pay you to say that. That would really help. If you could just say that you're also, just confirm that I did not tell you to say that. Just so everybody in the chat can know that's a totally, you said that off your back. I didn't make you say that. Totally organic. 30-all. As we return now to the back, to the forehand of Jovic. Eala with the back up the line. Jovic gets it, but Eala wins the point. Jovic in the net. 30-40. Back. A chance to get back on serve here, Eala. 30-40. 30-40. All right, 30-40. Also 40-15 here for Sabalenka. First game. All right, 30-40. Eala to get back on serve. Serving to the forehand of Eala. Return into the backhand of Jovic. Eala. Forehand again. Jovic gets it back with the backhand. Eala. Back into the forehand of Jovic. Jovic in the net. We're back on serve. Eala breaks back. Jovic had a double break. And Eala is back on serve here. 1 hour played. All right. All right. All right. Comeback incoming. Well, it's already, started. All right, we're back on serve. We're also almost at 1,000 likes as well, so thank you for that. Sabalenka 1 love. I'm glad that Sabalenka's getting her, they're giving her own outfits. I'm glad they're giving her the Serena treatment. Or the Sharapova treatment, right? That, she stands out amongst everybody, and she should, because she's the best player on the planet, right? The world number 1 should have a custom outfit, right? Unique. All right, love 15. Sabalenka already got a lead. And the Eala is back on serve here. From 5-1 down. It's been a close set, though. I mean, even 5-1 didn't feel like it was that poor by Eala. It was just the Jovic was winning the long games and the long deuce games. So this feels a lot more like the set has been. This close. As we're to find out from Eala. That goes out, love 15. It would be a shame if she got broken, though. Like, fighting back to then get broken would be a real shame. All right, love 15. Not a comeback unless she wins. That's right. It's the start of a comeback, though. All right, love 15. As a return winner by Jovic, love 30. Love 30. Love 30. Chance here for Jovic to finish this set off. As we're to find now from Eala, but over hits it. And it's love 40, Jovic. Set points. Also 40-30 Buzzes Monero. All right, love 40. Also Popperins at 1 set all. All right. Eala serves again. As a backhand return from Jovic. Good shot. Eala gets it. Jovic open court. Is a winner. There it is. Jovic ends up breaking to win it anyway. What a weird set. Very close set as well. Jovic takes it in an hour. 6-4. Sabalenka, by the way, hits backhand in the net. And it's advantage Buzzes Monero. All right. Yeah, good set. That was competitive. Both had many chances. Jovic is going to nowhere. She's just sitting down. Okay. All right, advantage Buzzes Monero. That was a close first set. Didn't Fernandez have a 5-1 comeback against Jovic a few weeks back? Did she? I don't remember. By the way, Jovic, 23 winners, 19 errors. Super aggressive. 9 winners, 12 errors by Eala. There was 5 breaks of serve in that set. Not many aces, but we're on play on clay. All right. Cilic is in trouble. Really? Kwame's winning? Ooh. Oh, no, he's not. It's tiebreak. Vekic is up a set and a break, by the way. Got some doubles going on. Tabilo is winning. Navarro won the first set against Chen, so Navarro plays the winner of this match. So Navarro-Chen match is almost the same length as this one. I mean, they're just getting the second set started after an hour, so, and that was 6-4 as well. So yeah, Navarro-Chen they're having a marathon as well. All right, Sabalenka with a break point advantage to take the early break here. Medvedev's up 4-1 in the second against Poppy. And it's a backhand return for Sabalenka. Buzzes Monero gets it. Sabalenka backhand cross court is a winner. Ooh, Sabalenka is not messing around. All right, 2-love. All right. Jovic serving first in the second. And now to Greek Sport. Yeah, they're playing a marathon tiebreak as well. All right, Jovic to serve. Into the back of Eala. One from Jovic is wide. Love 15. Love 15. And Sabalenka is a lovely volley winner. 15 love. All right, return goes into the backhand of Jovic. Forehand from Eala goes long, and it's 15-0. Is that T? Yes. This is T. I need to say hydrated while I'm screaming and shouting. All right, 15-0. As Jovic serves again. Medvedev crushing Walton in the second. As it a 4 now from Eala. That's a winner. 15-30. All right. Nice hitting from Eala. 15-30. By the way, chat, don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. We did get to 1,000 likes. Appreciate that. Are we going to watch Kalinskaya versus Boiseau? Probably not. Not today. As they're back in return into the corner, Jovic. Jovic in the net, 15-40. Eala break points to start the second. 15-40. All right, return goes into the forehand of Jovic. Backhand out from Eala up the line. Jovic. Backhand hits the line, and it's a winner from Jovic. 30-40, one saved. 30-40. Chat, give me a name. Who's going to win this second set? Who's going to win the set? Give me a name. Uh, 30-40. Jovic. Eala, Alex, Jovic. Alex. All right. As the forehand goes in the backhand of Eala. Eala in the net. Deuce. Alex, Jovic. Alex second set. Eala. Medvedev. No, there's always one. Eala a bit slow catching the ball. Jovic, Eala second set. Iva. All right. We get the deuce. As the return goes into the forehand of Jovic. Eala backhand. Getting the forehand of Jovic. Eala backhand again. Jovic on the stretch. Eala puts it up the line. Jovic gets it back. Eala forehand cross-court again. Jovic slices it. Eala comes to the net. Jovic with a lob. Eala with a smash in the net. That was a good lob by Jovic. Eala just didn't move back quick enough to get the smash. Advantage Jovic. Jovic has great defense. That was a good lob. That was a tough lob too because Jovic kind of hit it low. So it was like a high, like a short lob, if that makes sense, like a fast lob. So Eala had to react a little bit quicker, whereas if it was a high loopy one, she could have had time to hit it. But Jovic hit this like almost like a topspin lob, kind of. A short topspin lob that like Eala had to react to. It was a very good lob. All right. In the net from Jovic. And we get back to deuce. Kwame wins the first set in an hour and 13 minutes. Damn. Back to deuce. Jovic serves again. First serves a fault, second serve. Jovic, very intelligent player, yeah. Yeah, Jovic is super dangerous in the future. Backhand goes into the forehand of Eala. Jovic to the pass. Eala with the volley. Jovic to the pass up the line. In the net, though. Advantage Eala. All right, advantage Eala to get the break first game of the second. Yeah, Jovic, I mean, look. If they're making exclusive trading cards around a player or they're getting put on socials a lot at a young age, especially on like the big tennis channels and stuff, and they're doing like exclusives with them, that they've got that there's something there, right? And Jovic has got all those things happening. It's funny though because I guess Coco right now is obviously the best American player. I don't feel like from an outside point of view, Jovic is getting as much like worldwide acknowledgement, but I'm sure within America she's getting a lot of well-deserved attention, right? But it's hard because America isn't really in need of a champion. You've got so many already that it's kind of hard to like promote someone as like the next big thing when you've got like Coco already. Like, you know, like it's tough. It's like, well, Jovic is going to be a thing. It's like, yeah, but you got Pegula, you got Jovic, you got Keys, you've got Navarro coming back. You've got so many good players. It's hard to like go, and here's another one. Whereas when you're starving of champions like Australia is, it's so much easier to go, we're going to promote Emerson Jones, right? Because she's the next big thing for Australian tennis. Because we have nobody. We got De Minaur on the men's side, but on the women's side, we don't have, at the moment, don't have a top player. So it's so hard for Jovic, I guess, to, I don't know, maybe it's different. Maybe Jovic is like being promoted as the big American superstar, but you got Coco, who is that already. Double fault Jovic. And it's advantage Eala. First game of the second. Does Eala have a card yet? Yeah, Eala's got trading cards. Anyway, Sabalenka, by the way, 3-love. She's about to get the double break here. Jovic goes to the forehand of Eala. Backhand out from Jovic. Eala on the stretch. Jovic gets it back with the forehand to the back of Eala. Jovic. Forehand again as Eala goes up the line. Jovic gets it back with the forehand cross court. Eala backhand to the forehand of Jovic. Eala forehand again on the stretch. Jovic. Again to the forehand of Eala. Jovic with a slice. Eala goes up the line with the forehand. Jovic gets it back and hits it wide, and Eala breaks. 1-love in the second, Eala. Sabalenka also gets the break. And it's 4-love Sabalenka in the first. Jovic is broken first game. That was another marathon game too. All right. Sabalenka 4-love. And Eala gets the break. First game of the second. I mean, yeah, Nisimova's also from American point of view, right? Futures champion. So it's a much more competitive to be I guess recognized on the American side. But Jovic, like I'm noticing there's definitely a lot of effort from there's a lot of Jovic is getting a lot of opportunities, right? You know, like I said, like exclusive trading cards, right? I've got them. I literally have the exclusive. I bought them. I bought the things. By the way, these cards, the only other player they've done cards for recently was Alcaraz. Linda.
Sabalenka for the RG title this year.
I mean, if she double bagels to start, that would be crazy. But like, yeah, these cards, right? These exclusives, only I've got the Alcaraz versions of these from like 4 years ago. But this company, Net Pro, they don't do tennis cards for everybody. It's not like Topps, right? Topps are doing like cards for every single player that they have licensed. These are Net Pro are only doing exclusives for certain players. So far, it's Alcaraz and Jovic. So that's got to say something. That's got to tell you something. That they believe that Jovic is going to be, a massive superstar. So they've invested in that. And I mean, I bought those cards when Alcaraz didn't have a slam, and then I bought those cards. He was just about to win Madrid. He was on that Madrid run. It was like just before Madrid in 2022. I bought those cards, and then obviously Alcaraz has become one of the greatest player of this generation, right? And so far, Sinner fans, Sinner's getting there, but it's Alcaraz at the top of the moment. Love 30, by the way, Jovic, to get back on serve. But yeah. All right. First double fault for Eala in the match. And Jovic returns the forehand of Eala, backhand from Jovic, but Eala hit it out. And it's love 40. The card's expensive. Those cards, the cheapest ones were like $30. But there are only 1,000 of them, so they did sell out pretty quick. Love 40. By the way, Buzes Manero gets a break back. What did you say, Cam, about Eala cards? Have you actually seen one? You have it. Yeah, I've got the Eala card. 1540. I don't know where it is though. But yeah, I've got. I think I've got 2 Eala cards. Yeah. Uh, 1540. Jovic looking to break straight back. Uh, 1540. As the return goes to front of Eala, backing out from Jovic up the lines, a winner. Jovic breaks straight back. Do you buy cards as an investment or your own collection? My own collection. I have like so many binders of cards up in here. Also, this is a Rafa card. 2003 Rafa card. But yeah, like I've got so many of those over the years. I've been collecting tennis cards and tennis. I mean, look, I've got a couch that's made of a tennis ball. I mean, this is not because I want to make a profit. It's because I want a tennis museum. But yeah, like I've been collecting tennis stuff as much as I've been watching tennis, as long as I've been watching tennis. And I've got a lot of stuff. All right. And one day, maybe on stream, I'll go through it all. I don't know how I'll do that, but maybe. Love 15, Eala wins the first point. Yeah, I think that was one of the Rafa rookie cards from back in the day. Love 15. But yeah, I love collecting tennis stuff. Love 15 as that goes out by Jovic. Love 30. Chance for Eala to get the break again. One of these days, when you have time, you show the Eala card. Yeah, I've got it somewhere. I'll try and find it. Love 30. All right. Sabalenka down. 40 love Manero, sorry. She's serving. All right, serving to the backhand of Eala. 4 now from Jovic. That's a winner. 15-30. Can I please see the special Alcaraz cards with the fabric? I don't think they did the fabric ones, but I got like the I got a bunch of his cards too. I don't think they did the fabric ones 4 years ago. Jovic serves an ace down the tee. 30-0, I think. Maybe. Yeah, it was good. 30-0. 30-0. As Jovic serves again. As the return goes in the front of Jovic, up the line at the front of Eala. Jovic backhand. Nope. Eala hit that long, and it's 40-30. 40-30. Have I seen Sinner's new vlog? No, I haven't. It's on my to-do list. As Jovic with a great serve. All right. 2-1 Jovic in the second. All right, let me try and find this Eala card. Damn. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, hang on. No. No. It's around here somewhere. All right, 2-1. In this batch, is it? Maybe. Where the hell is it? It's in here. That's one of them. I have two. There's another one somewhere. I don't know where the other one is. But yeah, that's one of them. I have to find the other one. All right. So yeah. And that means it's a rookie card. So this must be one of the first ones. There you go. There it is. Anyways, 15 love. 15 love. As we get to 30 love. By the way, Sabalenka 5-2. As Eala comes to the net and Jovic hits it wide. And it's 40 love. Uh, 40 love. As Eala serves a fault second serve. Do your cards come through opening boxes or cases or specific ones? I usually buy lots of them. So this came in like a lot of like a bunch of these kind of cards. I sometimes buy boxes too. But usually I'll buy like individual cards that I like, or I'll buy a bunch of like, I'll buy like, you know, a lot of like 40 different cards, and like this will come in it. All right, 2-0. Eala holds. Buzzes Mirra 40 love. As Buzzes Mirra serves the fault second serve. As that goes to the net by Eala, and it's 15 love. 4-1 from Sabalenka goes to the net. It's 5-3. Sabalenka's going to serve the set. He called the manufacturer and specifically ordered Eala cards. Yeah. I have about 7 million of these. That whole box that I had there, it was all just Eala. There was no other cards in it. It was just Eala. Yeah. You're just jealous you don't have this card. You're like, oh, I wish I could have it. I'm going to make a joke. Yeah, you wish you had this card, don't you, Ronnie? Huh? Huh, Ronnie? You wish you had this card. No. This is mine. Ha ha. Jealous Ronnie. 15 love. As that goes out by Eala, 30 love. Sabalenka, 15 love. By the way, I think this card is, I don't know how much this is worth, but it's not one of the best. Like, this is one of the base cards in the set, so you'll probably get it if you really want it. I don't have 7 million. I was kidding. I have Sabalenka cards, Swiatek, Raducanu, a lot of the Alcaraz and stuff. Back in return to Eala into the forehand of Jovic. Forehand from Eala to the backhand of Jovic. As with a forehand now from Eala. Jovic with a pass. It's too good. 40 love Jovic. All right, 30 love for Sabalenka here. Is there a card catalog with prices? Nah, prices vary. Prices are all over the place. All right, 30 love Sabalenka. And 40 love Jovic. Jovic comes in, puts away the drive volley, and takes the lead again. 3-2 Jovic. 3-2 Jovic. All right, 30-15. Sabalenka, 2 points away. Collecting is fun, but American sports, baseball, basketball are oversaturated with number prints, the bloated values. A lot of prospects for me still love it. Yeah, I know that brand. It's similar in tennis. Like it's not. You can't collect the entire set because there's so many variations, and I think that's what kind of is annoying. Like I have cards from 2000s. And I have the whole set because you can complete the set. But now it's you get a set of cards and there's 17 different versions of this card. Different colors, different... And it's it's too much. It's too much. All right, 30-0. Sabalenka serves again. Trying to take this first set. Serving to the forehand of Moniro. Backhand now from Sabalenka. Buzzes Moniro backhand winner. 30-40. Buzzes Moniro. A chance to get back on serve here. Do you have Federer cards? Yeah, I got some Federer cards. All right, 3-2. Jovic. As Eala with the backhand cross court. Goes wide and it's love 15. All right, Sabalenka in trouble here. She was dominating. As the return goes in, the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka on the net. Sabalenka's back on serve. Buzzes Moniro is pushing the world number one. All right, 5-4 Sabalenka. Love 15 here, Eala. As the return goes into the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Jovic to the backhand of Eala. Jovic backhand goes to the forehand of Eala. There's Jovic up the line. Eala slices it back. Jovic. Forehand cross-court winner. Love 30. All right, love 30. Love 30. Serve again. Out wide of the forehand of Jovic. Return goes into the forehand of Eala, and Eala puts it away. 15-30. Cam, enjoy your only game at the French Open this year with Eala. I'm sorry, was that supposed to hurt my feelings? That's... Okay. Eala serve, 15-30. As the backhand return goes to forehand of Eala up the line of the forehand of Jovic. Eala forehand cross court. Jovic gets it back with a lob. And Eala puts it away, 30-all. 30-all. Nice hitting from Eala. All right, 30-all. Mirra now serving to stay in the set, but she is back. She was down 4-love. Double break. All right, return from Jovic to the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Jovic to the forehand of Eala. Off the tape to the forehand of Jovic. Eala backhand inside out. Great shot. Jovic gets it though. And then Eala slices up the line. Jovic forehand cross court. Eala gets it. Jovic forehand up the line. Lands in. And Eala hits in the net. And it's 30-40. Jovic to take the break. All right. $30-40. As Eala serves. Into the forehand of Jovic. Eala backhand to the forehand of Jovic again. Eala with a slice. Jovic. Cross-court forehand winner. Jeez, Jovic's forehand is so dangerous. So dangerous. 4-2. Jovic with a set and a break. Yeah, by the way, Sabalenka 15-30. And she hits it in the net. 30-all. All right, 30-all. Walton's got a double break. Oh, wow. That Walton-Medvedev match is crazy. What is that match? Also, Vekic got the win. So she is good to go. She's also in this area of the draw. I think it's Vekic-Osaka might be the match. All right. Set point, Sabalenka, 30-40. To take the first set finally as Mirra serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. There's a double fault. And Sabalenka takes the first 6-4. That's a shame. Sabalenka should have won that set easier, but that was a gift at the end. 6-4. All right, Jovic to serve. At love 15, she's got the break in the second. As that goes out by Eala on the return. 15-all. By the way, thank you, Linda, for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. By the way, what is Sabalenka using on her face? Has she got like a portable fan? What is that device that she is using? What is she? She got like some fancy ice, like aircon, like handheld air conditioner or something. That's crazy. Because the future, Sabalenka's from the future. Jovic, 30-15. All right. As we default from Jovic, second serve. Second serve. How hot's it in Paris? It's getting hot. 30-15. Serve to the forehand of Eala. Forehand from Jovic to the forehand of Eala. Eala in the net. 40-15. 40-15. By the way, shout out to Deb. It's not easy being a mod, so shout out to Deb for today, specifically right now. 40-15. As the return goes out by Eala. Jovic, 5-2 in the second. And she's starting to walk away with it now. But it's been competitive. It has been competitive. Eala's had her chances too, which is probably more like frustrating because you're like, oh man, she came back in the first set and then got broken to she was serving to stay in it. This set here, she's had chances but couldn't keep the break. So it's been tough. All right. Sinner versus Djokovic or Fritz at Wimbledon final. Ooh, I love the Fritz in the final. I think Fritz could make the final if he doesn't play Djokovic in the semis. Tough draw for Eala and Chen. Yeah, I mean the whole draw here. All of these players that are playing at the moment, Navarro, Jovic, they've all got to play Osaka and then Sabalenka. So yeah, that top section, Sabalenka the standout, but it's that part of the draw with Jovic and Osaka and then all these other players in the between. It's a tricky draw. Jovic is strong, yeah. Yeah, Jovic's forehand is lethal. Yeah, too bad for Zheng with the early exit. Yeah, that was sad to watch her press conference. All right. Eala is serving to stay in the match. 15 love. All right, 15 love. Jovic is a great return winner. 15-0. Yeah, Deb. Sorry, I missed that. All right. There's a default from Eala. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in the 400. No, it was a double fault, was it? Oh, man. All right, 15-30. Chance for Jovic to end it here. 15-30. Serve into the 400 of Jovic. Jovic is a return winner. Match points, Jovic. Navarro just won her match, by the way. So the Navarro and Jovic rematch, second round on the cards. Do you think Medvedev can come back? He really hates the French Open. I don't know. I didn't think he would lose today. All right. Match points for Jovic. As Eala serves the back of the Jovic. Return goes in front of Eala. Jovic. Forehand cross court. Eala gets up the backhand. Jovic up the line. Forehand. Eala gets on the stretch. Jovic to the backhand again to the front of Eala. But Eala hits it long. Jovic gets the win. And if you're an Eala fan, good riddance to the clay. Good riddance. No more clay tennis until next year. Get the hell off this dirt. Let's get out of here. Let's get the hell out of this red dirt. And let's go to the grass. No more clay for Eala. Get out of here with this stupid dust. And now she could go play on grass, which she actually did really well last year on grass. So onwards and upwards. Get the hell off this clay. Let's get out of here. Let's get off this stupid clay. I think Eala's actually playing next week in a grass event. So she'll go straight to the grass, never to return to clay until next year. No more clay tennis. Clearly her worst surface. But that's all right. Onwards and upwards. No more clay. All right. Jovic wins 4-2. It was competitive. Second set, Jovic started to run away. But the first, I tell you, the first set, even early in the first set where Eala had those chances, Eala's still signing autographs anyway, which is lovely to see. Early on in that first set, there was chances for Jovic and, for Eala. But Jovic took them. And even in the middle, like, Eala broke early in the second set. There was a chance there to maybe get on a bit of a run, but unfortunately, Eala couldn't keep that break, and Jovic, too good. And Jovic plays Navarro in a rematch. Navarro just beat Jovic in the last round, in the last tournament, so that's going to be real fun. We might watch that in a couple of days. Jovic rematch against Navarro. Navarro just took out Chen, so pretty much the exact same way. It's a very similar score. By the way, Medvedev's has to go 5 today. If Medvedev wants to win, he has to go 5. Yeah, Eala is still playing doubles. Yes, she is still playing doubles. Maybe tomorrow, not sure. But she is still here. She is still playing doubles, so don't worry. If you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. Thank you, everybody who did subscribe today. And stay tuned, because Sabalenka's still going. Sabalenka's got a break in the second, 2-love. But yeah. Let's go to the grass courts, Alex. That's it. That's where her form is really going to matter. Also, her ranking is kind of tied up in a little bit of grass tennis as well. So, yeah. So Eala's, she did better than last year on clay, but put it behind her because she's actually got to do well now because the grass events from last year are part of her ranking now. So yeah, Eala's really got to do well in the next couple of months or the next 2 months. Wimbledon grass court. Excited for Eala. Good record on grass. Yeah, she has a decent record on grass for sure. She does have a good record. She had a good record. She had a good results last year on grass, I should say. Sabalenka 2-love. Yeah, Walton's up 2-1 against Medvedev. Medvedev hates playing Roland Garros. I don't know he plays terrible here. Walton's good, right? I respect the hell out of Walton. But he's no clay courter. He's a wild card. He's the Australian wild card. And he's up 2-1 against Medvedev. By the way, set scores 6-2, 1-6, 6-1. What is that score? What the hell is even that? Crazy. All right, 15-all. As Sabalenka gets to 30-15. Also, Sakari just broke Noskova first game. Interesting. That's a good match too. I'm excited for that one. We do have Osaka coming up as well. I wasn't sure if we watched Tsitsipas or Osaka. But Osaka's coming on after Medvedev. So we'll see what happens with this match and then we'll go from there. All right, 30-all. She lost first round last year at Wimbledon. Yeah, to the defending champion Krejcikova in a close 3-setter. Please don't act uneducated. Come on now. Come on. Like, don't forget, you're forgetting crucial parts there. Come on now. You don't have to love Eala, but at least respect the fact that she played Krejcikova, the defending champion, on center court in her first ever Wimbledon main draw and lost in 3 sets. So, like, you got to respect her you got to give her a little more credit than just, oh, she lost first round. Yeah, okay. You're forgetting the crucial details there, mate. Stop being a hater. Haters are so boring. You're not special. You're like, there's so many people that hate. You're just part of the mob. Please, like, be different and actually be a good in the world. It's harder to be a good in the world these days. Try and be better. Be better. Be better. Just be better. Try and be better. 30-40, by the way. Buzes Moniro. I'd say Munar. That's who we watched yesterday. All right, back here. Return goes to the forehand to Sabalenka. Forehand now from Moniro as Sabalenka goes with a forehand cross court. That's a winner. We get the deuce. Yeah, Osaka plays after Medvedev. So we gotta wait for Medvedev and then we watch Osaka. All right. We get the deuce. As we serve now the backhand of Moniro. Forehand now from Sabalenka. Moniro forehand to the backhand of Sabalenka. Moniro with a forehand to the forehand of Sabalenka. Moniro back into the net. Advantage Sabalenka. All right. As the return goes out by Moniro, and it's 3-love Sabalenka in the second. Cilic is losing second round game in a row. Yeah, he's down as well against the qualifier. All right. By the way, Chad, I feel like we just go on a loop every time we watch Eala. Do you not have anything better to do? Get a hobby. Really hoping that the French home court advantage kicks in for Kwame. Yeah, Kwame is doing so well, but how is he going to go? Because Cilic can be a physical guy. How's he going to go if they go 5, right? How's he going to last 5? But that's a great start. Cilic made the semis here once. I mean, like, it's not his best slam, Cilic, but geez. Kwame's crazy. French Open has line judges because it doesn't have Hawkeye installed. So, there you go. I'm not as tour educated, so without that Eala first round correction by UCAM, I would have failed that bad info in my head. Wait, what? Are we watching Steph Muller? To be honest, I don't want to watch that match. I want to watch Osaka. I want to watch Osaka, but we'll see. We might watch, I don't know. It depends on Medvedev's match, really. I don't really want to sit around and wait for Osaka's match for 3 hours, but we'll see what we do. But we might watch it. I don't know. I feel like Steph Muller is going to be like 5 hours, and I don't really want to be watching 5 hours. I mean, chat, do you rather watch Osaka or Tsitsipas? Let me know in the chat. Because you guys have to watch this stuff. All right, love 15. Love 15. Osaka. All right. Well, there we go. Osaka wins. Osaka wins majority vote. She's playing Sigemund as well, which is a pain in the butt for anybody. So that could be really fun. All right, Sigemund versus Osaka is it. That's coming on after Medi, so after Sabalenka, we'll go to that. Then we've got Coco coming up later. So yeah. Yeah, Osaka's got to be patient in that one because it's going to be tough. That is going to be a tough mental battle. 15:30 here. Chance for Sabalenka to get the double break. As Minero comes in the net, puts away. 30-0. 30-0. We're going to merge the streams in a second, so jump on over here if you haven't already. Want to keep watching Sabalenka. All right. 40-30. As the return goes to the forehand of Minero. Forehand from Sabalenka. Minero goes to the forehand. Backhand of Sabalenka. Minero into the volley of Sabalenka. Minero forehand pass. Sabalenka volleys it away though. All right. We get the deuce. Kwame is playing like a seasoned pro. That's awesome. Medvedev's down 2-1. That's the update. That's the update. He's down 2-1. All right, Sabalenka comes to the net with another volley winner. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. To get the double break in the second. As it'll fly now from Minero. Sabalenka slices the net. Minero gets back to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. Sinner's tournament to lose? 100%. As we get a back in from Minero. Forehand out from Sabalenka is wide. And it's advantage Minero to get on the board in the second. Any news on Popyrin? Popyrin is in a tiebreak in the third at 1-all. So, crucial tiebreak. By the way, Sonmez won her doubles match today. So, there you go. Sakkari's up 3-1. Analdi's trying to win the second against Grigspor. Cilic about to go down 2-love. Sabalenka hits a winner return. It's back to deuce. Medvedev is trying to break in the fourth. All right. Minero serves again. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Return winner. All right, advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka as we had a fault from Minero. Second serve. Advantage Sabalenka. As Minero double faults. All right. Sabalenka has got the double break in this second set. And after a weird first set, she's kind of cruising now. All right, chat, jump on over if you want to keep watching this Sabalenka match. But Jovic, too good for Eala, gets through in straights. 4-2. Very competitive, though. Hour and 40 minutes for that score. I mean, the first set alone was a marathon. And Jovic is into the second round. She's going to take on Navarro, which is actually super interesting because they did play last week in Strasbourg. So rematch, and Navarro beat Jovic. So that's going to be really fun. We might watch that in a couple of days. Eala's got doubles with Mboko. So Eala fan, she's still around for the rest of this, for at least a little bit longer. And then next week, Eala's playing in some grass, I think, tournament. So we'll see what's up. But yeah, Eala unable to get her friend Jovic. Jovic too good.